Come on now.
Here's Newton now on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ted Ginn, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down, gone. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And now it's second down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Look at the dance and the juke. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
In scouting parlance, if you really like the player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best runners I'd seen come into the game since Adrian Peterson.
Gurley again here on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Third and long. It's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, they run with Stewart. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Newton to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Newton throwing again. Benjamin's got it. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Newton. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. Now Newton on first down. And Olsen over the middle. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards to go here on second down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the offensive rookie of the year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie, Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. The one running back is Gurley. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fresh set of downs here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in the tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing again is Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, and they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play...
And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Newton. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. Now fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Newton. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Goff now on second down. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Throwing on third, gone. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish. But when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Newton throwing again. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We saw in 2015 Mark Barron really emerge in the NFL.
Yeah, as a defensive back, 16 tackles for a loss. But now, how about where he's at now?
Yeah, truthfully, he's no longer a defensive back. He's really an outside linebacker, but he doesn't want to hear that. So his coach tells him, you're a defensive back.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Benjamin's got it. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones. They can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The one running back is Gurley. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow.
Double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Rams defense getting ready to go again. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
They go play action here on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
But how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Down to the 25. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ready, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This is Stewart again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And now they're in the hurry up.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half, but let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
3rd and long. It's gone. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They run here with Stewart, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stewart is the lone setback. He's going to get the football. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Check. Do some. Under 10. Under 10.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ed Dixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams defense, we watch them get set to go. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Benjamin with it over the middle. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll be first down Panthers. On first and 10, Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now it's Ginn. He won't go down. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's caught right side, Dixon. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton, and he fires one incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Benjamin's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
From his goal line here, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie James Bradbury. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Newton. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
No, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Newton's going to throw it. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. on second down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot trying to help them.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Basin stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop, sizzling Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York. Hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to provide and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24. We striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. It's time. CNN, this is ghetto editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are fine as they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this. Before you with this, you better walk up and off the building up. This, oh, got the heat up the show. Face up thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey, Paul, let him know. I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. GTR. Novus ordo seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils, wild bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us, they could not destroy us. Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline? For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TPS. Everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. Yes, son.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
I got a lot on my mind, I got a lot on my plate. I got a couple of trouble, I got some money to waste. I put the tricks on the you put your on the car, it's like a been alone, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like,
Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Now pour